Okay, hello. How are we doing? Here we are. Okay. This is so funny. This is never gonna... I think that's never gonna stop. Even though those are... I think those are all disabled. I mean, the safety thing is all disabled. Okay. All these things. I mean, it is, right? Let me just triple check that. Yeah, it's all... It doesn't matter. Okay. Did we turn all those off? Let me just double check. On. Whatever. Okay. Move forward. Okay, let us, I think, go back to normal time, which we're not currently on. Okay. Let's fix the camera, too. Okay. So this is where we were at last time. We have big plans for this. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen here. I'm trying to figure out kind of in what order we want to tackle these things. And there's also a lot of kind of potential approaches here. The tree in the center. Actually, you know what? Just out of curiosity. Let's fix this here. Hey, Zai. Can't sleep, so you watch PC2. Well, happy to have you. Were you here for this yesterday? When we were doing this? In fact, I might go into like specific time. Wow, although look at how nice that looks in the background. Oh, look at that, the sunrise. Hold on, let's get a screenshot of our starting beginning of this. Okay, that'll probably do. Okay, so I think we're probably, actually, yeah, I immediately am not a huge fan of the, haven't seen this. What's the vision here? So basically we needed to redo the entry because there was like all these like, there were all these like these things there, but they weren't, there was like no bigger plan. It was just like literally the first stuff that was ever built. And I think that people weren't using them really. So we're going to do that. And so this will be like the entry area. It'll at least have GIFs and info, which is like the pool pass stuff. But there's a whole bunch of things here. But like the first few things are probably going to make this 3 stories high, and then put the path on top of that. But one kind of broad idea is that each exit will be decorated in the style of the destination. So this one will go over to the jungle land. So we'll have a little cove of like jungle here. Have a little cove of piratey kind of stuff here. This is in some ways, I'm actually just now realizing, there was a video that was recommended to me by YouTube because I was watching Planet Coaster stuff. So it's like, hey, how about like real life theme park stuff? And it was a video or like a video review that somebody had of SeaWorld in Abu Dhabi. I think that's where it was. And they had... like it's all indoors obviously because it's in the desert, but they had this sort of thing where there was like a main entry area and then like each of the destinations were like partially themed to give you a sense of what it is you're going to go to. I actually didn't even think about that when I built this yesterday, but now I think about it, it's like, oh, actually that's probably where I got that idea from. And this is bigger than it probably looks too. In fact, where's our model? Oh, here it is, right here. Can we change the color in this? Yeah. Let's make it a little brighter so we can see where it is. Actually, maybe that's a weird color to choose. Okay. So that's the size of a person. So it's sort of like this like common entry area. In fact, we could even like aggressively, maybe aggressive is the wrong word, like preemptively put like benches and stuff here. Which type do we want? Not that. Planet Coaster. I guess we maybe would go generic. Bench. We got this kind. Either is probably okay. Let's do this for now. Whoops, I kind of misplaced that. Hold on. Oh, wait. Did something happen? Oh, because I moved the, that's so funny. I moved the building. But the glass, I guess... Huh. The glass did not go with it. That's funny. Or did go with it or whatever. Okay, hang on. It's like, wait a second. Something's wrong here. Okay, let's fix that straight away. I think that's all of them. Okay, so let's move this way. This is not the most ideal way to do this, but it'll be fine. Okay. Also, was this... Wait, did something get resized, actually? I could have sworn this was flush against the edges. What the heck happened here? Huh. What? Oh. I think what happened is I resized the tree and the glass went with it. So it was like, I'm pretty sure I did this. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think it's actually sunk into the ground now. Let's see. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, look, it's like a glass elevator. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, mystery solved. I think. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what happened. Okay. So now back to what I was saying or doing or whatever. Let's edit the building. Grab these. Where did this go here? Okay, so this should work as expected now. Yeah. Okay. It's actually snapped remarkably well into place. I might need to bring this side back a little bit, looks like. So it's kind of clipping through. People are going to have lots of benches. Oh, okay, hang on. We got to move this one. Is this selected? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, these are not part of the building, I guess. Wait. What? What is happening here? Okay, there we go. Okay. If we move the building, those won't be connected, but I guess that's fine. Okay. So I wonder, can we... Oh, look, we've got a new deity. This is... Oh, she's walking at a quite normal pace, actually. She's looking around, heading to Pipshot Juice vending machine. That's quite a ways... It's quite a walk, ma'am. Patricia Lim. Zai, I think this is actually Trisha. Also, what is that? Wait, hang on. What's the shirt she's wearing? Oh, it's the mythology shirt. That's so funny. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Back here. Okay, so... Question is going to be... And also, it'd be great if the top was mostly open to let in the natural light. Or at least glass, I guess is a possibility. Not totally sure. Okay, and there's two ways we could go with the second level. So it could either be... Oops, you know, what is happening here? Could either be... What? Okay, that's weird. Anyway, like I was saying, could either be just straight up to the next level, which might actually be pretty good. Or we could have like a cover at this level. But I think let's try this first. This is going to be probably pretty much a copy on the second level, but we'll see where it goes. Now, the catch here is that... Oh, wait, it's doing the weird clipping thing again, I think. Oh, no, it's good. The catch here sort of is that... In fact, maybe I should be putting the glass in now. I just realized that. The glass, unfortunately, does not snap, which is kind of a bummer. As far as I can tell, anyway. Let's try it, though. Well, okay, it snaps, but it doesn't, like put itself in place. It just sort of, like, attaches at one point. Which is not the best. Like, that's not that helpful of a snap, actually. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I think it's going to resize from the center. Yeah, this... Oh, God. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking about this now. I probably should have, like, placed these ahead of time and then started putting all these things down, but maybe that wouldn't have worked that well. Because this actually could end up taking... Because the lack of snapping actually could make this take much longer than I wanted to, but maybe still like an acceptable amount of time. Hey, Earhawks, how's it going? We are building a new entry space. Whoops, not that one. Is this gonna work? I guess that's fine. What is she walking on? Air. Definitely air. Did that work? Yeah. Earhawks, how's have you gone back into PC2, or have you been taking a break due to the frustrations, which I could completely relate to? Okay, I think, you know, Oh, okay, wait, hang on, just realized something about this. So I think as long as it has been placed once. Wait a second, is that this? Yeah. As long as one has been placed on the plane that we need it on, it's actually probably not that big of a deal. It's funny though, you could kind of do like a halfway thing, but let's see if this is actually working the way I think it is. Yeah, that's actually not bad. That is going to take a while, let's be honest. Okay. I want to see if we can think of some way to speed this up, though, a bit. Is this okay? That's... maybe this will be okay. It's probably going to be just like some trial and error. Is this working? I think so. Yeah, it's not bad. We can... That's like an acceptable amount of time to build like a corner. Let's see if the glass is actually working as expected. Yeah, it is. Working on music. Oh yeah, you did post. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but yeah, I did see that. Okay. Let's do this. Oop. Okay, this one should be pretty easy, I think. Really wish there was a faster way to do this. Although, I did just think of one thing, which is that if there's two stacked, I could clone the stacked set, which actually would be faster. This is, although that said, this is not that slow, so maybe it's totally fine. Okay. Let's just like check everything here before we start doing a bunch of these. She's doing a little, you probably can't see on the stream, but she's walking. Oh, that's a good reflection. Let's check some different times of day here, see how it's going to work. Ooh, I love the dappled light. Dappled light is so nice. It's like my favorite. Okay. We have a little, like, gap here. I don't know if that's actually a problem, though. can try to fix it, but I don't know if I have a huge problem with that actually. I figure out what we're gonna do about this this area here. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe this is even the wrong piece here. It should probably be this one. Yeah. I like that. That's a really nice corner there. Okay, what happened here exactly? Why does this look so weird? I don't know what's up with that corner. Okay. Come back to that. Okay, so if we do, let's try to simplify here. So if I grab these two and Control X them, then let's rotate, then place them or move them, whatever. Okay, that's actually not, that's a pretty fast way to do that, I guess. Okay, I can live with that. Now, I kind of do wonder how this is going to look. In fact, let's do a quick little test before we go any further. Just want to see real quick how this is going to look. Put one here. Oh, hang on. Is that going to be enough space? I think so. Okay, now we're going to see. You have to hit escape so many times. Let's see how this looks and see if the glass like is flattering. Pretty happy with how the video turned out for having no plan and only public domain video. What I shot in a computer room to work with. Nice. Yeah, sometimes the sometimes those like those DIY things can turn out the best, you know. I can relate. Okay, so I think is it actually shining on the glass? Oops. Oh yeah, hang on. That building. Kind of. Let's try it. Oh, that's not gonna work though, because this. Okay, will that... See, this is not like true glass, so I'm trying to like figure out what's actually gonna happen. Although that's kind of a nice effect. Okay, so I think the glass effect is subtle enough that from the outside, you're just not even going to see it, basically. So let's try, just out of curiosity. See Superman fly. Oops. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I think that's, well, if you're super close, you're going to see it, but I think it's possible you're actually not really going to see the glass, which is fine. Like, I actually don't have a strong opinion about that. Although it's funny, I mean, one thing we could do, I'm trying to see what this would even look like if we did this. It might be kind of crazy. Could do this to like show that it's like open, which sort of enhances the glassness of it. Let's see how that looks. Sorry about the bright lights. I don't know if that reads as particularly more glassy. I could go either way with that. I mean, I guess, Okay, so here's an interesting thing that just occurred to me. Just to see, I don't think there's any chance we would really do this, but just to see, what if we did take this off and just did the glass? That is actually quite interesting. Oh, it's keeping the center though. It's so funny. That is interesting. In some ways, is that better? Here, let's try doing, okay, here. The only thing I'm concerned about is like, is the frame good enough for this? So let's try selecting these and just changing the, because the frame, oh juice, I clicked the wrong thing. The frame color blue thing is like not amazing. I don't know how often frames are blue. Is that all of them? Okay, that's 12. Confirm. Let's go white for now. Okay, so if we did, let's see if we did the same thing here. Just out of curiosity. And then backed off. Is that better? I mean, okay, so there is a problem though, is that like, kind of need these to like grow or at least move. I mean, the other problem, I guess, is that I don't love this. There's no grid. So building an all glass house is going to be a little problematic because it's going to be very, very manual. You would tint the glass a really light pale blue to get more realistic. Don't know if you can tilt the glass. That's a good question. Looks like you can. Oh yeah, that's interesting. It's almost too blue, but I guess I go manual. Actually, wait a second. What did happen there? Wait, what did happen there? Oh, no, that's not the color of the glass. That's the selection. Yeah, it looks like the only color is the actual frame. Just to check, though. There's a frameless one. I don't think that's doing anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Humboldt, hey. Doubling them up. Oh, that's interesting too. It seems to me that this is probably like a brand new glass implementation. So I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work. Although it is funny that you can say these are actually double pane glass. Let's see. Oh yeah, that does seem to make it more glass. Well, it makes it more plasticky. Interesting. Is it better or worse? I can't tell. But yeah, it does seem to enhance the glassiness. Let's try turning it down. Let's try also grabbing. Whoops. look at the deities walking off into the sunrise. Okay. Let's try this. Oops. Whoa there. Okay, so if I guess we can compare side by side here. Oh yeah, that is actually pretty good. It's tempting to go with that, actually. That's a good tip. Appreciate that. Yeah, the only trick here is like, how do we do this in a way? I guess we still want the overarching rim on the top, and I'm wondering how can we do that? Hang on, I have to do a little experimentation here. Yeah, I really wish glass was just grid pieces. That would make it so much easier. I feel like there's going to be a lot of like attempts to do this, or like what am I trying to say? There's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to be doing for the first time in order to pull this off, I think. What is this? Ridge cap. Oh. Is this what we want? Oh, maybe? I mean, I think so. Huh. Okay. Well, no, that's right. I think it's right. All right, son, have a good night's sleep. Hey, Gigi, how you doing? It's a very abstract glass sculpture. Well, so it's gonna be the new sort of entry area, but we're just trying out like some prototype stuff to see if we can get it to all work. I was just mentioning, I wish these were grid pieces, because the snappability is quite complicated. So I was starting to do these like, what do you call them? Like frames, like manual frames. But I think it might actually look better if they're just the frame. Let's see. Let's try a different one. Also, I'm going to turn the lights back on. Just fair warning here. Okay, so I think there is one here. Boy, are they hard to see. This one. Okay, so if we did... Let's delete that. This is like maybe the worst place to put the first one, I guess. Okay, let's try this. It does seem like it's pretty much big enough, but let's make it a little bit bigger. It's going to be like a little harder, I think, to set up initially, but in the long run, I think it's going to be more satisfying at the end, I think.
So we're going to take the cushions off,
exactly.
Unscrew the legs, take the mattress out, and this whole thing's going to be a lot simpler. It's easier than we're making it.
I'm not sure that has actually ever been more appropriate, which I think I said yesterday, but I actually do mean it again. Because we are actually trying to get something through the door, or make a door, or whatever. Okay, so if we did... also, Herno, how you doing? Okay, so if we did this... See, I just feel like this is probably going to be better. It would really be great if these had some... Oh, there's no snap distance. Is this going to help us or not? Yeah, I think that's too... That's such an odd number to choose. Oh, but that doesn't even work for this one. That's interesting. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. There may end up being some like little things we have to tweak, I guess. Herno is indeed in Australia. We have a surprising, or well, I don't know, maybe surprising is the wrong word. We have a significant number of Aussies that hang out here, and some Kiwis as well. I think it just has to do with the time. The time stuff works. Actually, no, Herno's mentioned that before. That the times I stream actually just sort of like work out naturally to be good times, which is I'm happy to do. Okay. Okay, that works. Why are these so weirdly matched? Wow, look at the quality of that wood, though. Holy crap, that's amazing. Okay, I guess we'll need to find like a divider or something there, but that's fine. We'll figure that out. Okay, I think it actually is going to be better without the structures, which is... It's a fair amount of work, I'm not going to lie. But I think it is the thing we were actually going to want in the end. And it'll be a bit easier because I think we can do these in groups. So we can grab these two. And then... Oh, it doesn't... interesting. That's fine. Wow, that was really loud outside here. Okay. that right? I mean, this is going to take most of the episode. I think realistically, there's so many windows. But well, it's part of the deal. Okay, yeah, edit building. Okay, so this one. Oh, and we want to double them, actually. Forgot about that. Okay, well, that's fine. It's better to realize that now. Okay, if I double it, yeah, that's weird. Okay, and it strangely does not want me to duplicate in place. So we are going to make double paned windows. For better or worse. Oh, and I need to select them multiple times too. Okay, but we can, I guess actually what we could do though, is make this a blueprint, which will simplify a bit. In fact, let's get all the sizing. God, the texture detail on the surfaces is so good. It's such a weird like combination of factors for the game. It's like the graphics in the you know, the engine and the graphics are like state of the art. There's no question. The simulation has a few issues, and it might be that it's just like a more difficult, fundamentally more difficult problem, or at least it's like less. I mean, I guess here's like a benefit of the doubt. Here's something that occurs to me. Also, why are there only 3 of these selected? There's probably more. Oh, can you not make? Can you not make a blue? Oh, you can. Wait, hang on. Duplicate. And smooth. You can't make a blueprint out of something that's part of a building? That's weird. You can split from building, but I mean, I don't really want to do that. I don't think I can like copy and paste, can I? No. Why is that way?
That's rough, buddy.
Seriously. Advanced move and duplicate. So I'm gonna have to split it and then replace it. Okay, let's not do that yet then. We'll do it for once we've got a couple down so that I can like easily restore them. So these are my like markers right now for where everything is. It seems like a really strange oversight. Okay. Because if you're in a building and you want to like do multiple instances of it, it seems like you would want to make a blueprint. Okay. If this doesn't work out, this double pane thing, for whatever reason, it's gonna be easy to remove because they're all on the outside. Cheap viewers. Oh my god. Click split from building or be its own group. Yeah, except I don't actually want it split from the building. Unless it's a group within the building still, which I guess is probably okay. Make a group. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Let me try that. Okay, split from building. Duplicate this thing. New creation. Double paned. Yeah, I mean, this, I don't know if this really matters. In-game price, $18. That's so funny. How exciting. Only twice? Yeah, I think there, so here's my guess of what happened with that. Is, wait a minute. Did this actually, okay, let's try the undo. Great. Hey, Gearhawks, thanks twice. I think what happened with that is I'm guessing they figured out a way to solve or like significantly reduce the number of cheap viewer bots, and so now the bots are like having to get pretty creative. I think that's kind of what's going on. Maybe that's obvious, but is this getting added to the building? Why is it just floating out in the middle of nowhere? I'm not sure this is better, actually. What? Okay, that was not helpful. We're editing this, but now it's making it separate. Okay. I don't think that's helpful. That's not your fault, obviously. Okay. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to do this, but... Okay. There's a huge amount of noise outside. I might have to go check it out. Hopefully not. Let's just make sure everything's like staying intact here. Yes, that building. Is that? Hang on. Is that 4? Okay, it is. Yeah, it's unfortunate too because I don't think I can easily select. Oh wait, hang on. Actually, let's try this. Yeah. The other problem is it will select too many things when you drag select. Like it's selecting like the stuff behind it, which is crazy. So I have to like manually select them. Unless... No, it's a new selection. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's opportunities for this to get better. And a lot of this actually would not even be necessary if there were grid versions available, which would make it like crazy, crazy fast to build this. But here we are. Okay, let's just double check that everything's working out here. Before I start building a whole bunch of these. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this too. I think we want to go without these, right? I mean, it's not going to be any more work. Yeah, I think we're better without those. Yeah, this is all paths, so they're definitely going to come in here. You know how this raises your blacklist terms in Twitch dashboard? It's so rare that we actually see those that it's almost like, yeah. I mean, that's literally, I think, the second I've seen here in like, maybe the third in like at least 2 months. So yeah, you can like go edit like blacklist terms or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, because there's always some risk when you do that you're actually going to prevent somebody from saying something they actually want to say that's like valid to say. So I'm hesitant to do it unless there's like a legitimate problem. Yeah, this is nice. Can you imagine if the glass was this easy to place? It'd be like crazy
Everyone
fast.
in McKinney is dead. It's hot in McKinney.
True. That's why we immortalized the people in McKinney in the raft ride, just to honor their legacy, you know. They've been through enough. We just want to make sure that people remember their sacrifice. Okay, can we move this back maybe? Oh wait, no, not that. This, yes, edit building. It's unfortunate too because the wait a second, what happened here? Hello? Why is that? Wait, what? Why is this side matching up? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. Wait, that's crazy, actually. Is that a problem here? Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, at least this part's easy. So that's something. Are the gods in the sky related to McKinney? I mean, the gods oversee everything. So we're assuming that it was their will that the raft ride was in fact named after the people of McKinney. For example, Shelly Zapata, who is currently it's notable she's currently queuing for McKinney River Rapids. She's descending from upon high to share her grace with the people of the river ride. Sorry, just like more noise. So I think we just have to assume that we're doing things that would please her. You know, she's moving in a very graceful way as well, I would say. We could speak to her. We could read her thoughts even. Body slide 1 looks really cool. It really does. I mean, there's no question. This does look really cool. It's notable that she knows it looks cool from the sky as well, you know, because you would need that kind of vantage point to see that. Look at how far away she is. I used to get them all the time installed. I started adding the variations of cheap viewers to the blacklist. How many viewers are really going to type best viewers? Yeah, that's fair. The gods are pleased. I know, right? Exactly. You just did. That's true. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's like I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying like it's like it could be about that like I don't know. Before I do anything, I just want to know that it's like a problem rather than solving a problem before it's actually occurred, I guess, or like occurred regularly. But that's it's probably obvious, but this is just I'm just explaining my particular take on this. So if anybody's curious why I haven't done it, I'm just explaining why I haven't done it, which is that it's not a big problem. But I understand that I'm probably in the minority with that. And while I am thankful, I can appreciate that not everyone is in that situation. Okay, did this get far? I don't think they got pushed far enough over, so we have to fix that. Kind of wish these didn't have to get selected twice also. If there was a good way to select it, like either it'd be great if either they were grid snappable, which they're not obviously, or if they could be selected easily, but unfortunately neither is the case. How many of these are there? Do we have enough of these? Were these the old style? Oh no, that's the right one. Why do they look different? I don't know. Despite all appearances, this is kind of coming together. It's just gonna be a little bit on the tedious side, I think. But you know, we need that up front. Okay, let's just double check everything's working here before we keep going any further. We should probably double whatever these things too. Realizing, just to complete the effect. It's still a little odd to me that they chose dirty plastic as the surface, but there you go. Maybe they needed something to. Maybe you can't actually tell it's glass unless there's something on it. Okay, so let's look from a distance too, make sure this is working. It is. It's pretty good. I just don't want to get halfway through this and realize that it didn't go well. You know, I started uploading the older videos. Oh, the gods change. Not even just every time I log in. What happens is they will eventually reach their destination, and new ones spawn in the sky. So she is. Well, this one's confusing because I don't know where is she actually going. Once they reach their destination, they're good. Okay, so she's queuing. So what's actually happening here, and it's crazy, is she is actually going to end up going straight down. And I know this because I saw it happen for the other ride. Eventually, they just like land in the perfect place. As crazy as that sounds, she will just end up in exactly the right place. Thine God shall take its rain. It's true. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we did pray to the gods and they took the rain away. That's actually a really good point. They blessed us with the with the panel. This is the best feature ever added to the game, from my perspective. What does she have in her pockets, by the way? Nothing. Oh, she has a pool pass. That's nice. Woo. Gelato Brothers Counter 1 has food I can have. What beautiful scenery. I mean, you're in the right place to see it. She's spent $50.92 here. Fear tolerance, nausea tolerance. I would expect this to be higher for a god or goddess or whatever, but scenery tolerance. I don't know if scenery is something you would tolerate. She can't have nuts, so there you go. Okay. So I think this is going to be quicker as we go. But here's the thing. Okay, maybe we don't actually need to. I was going to say, can we build more of this without being fully done? I don't know. Because I think what I'd like to do is sort of do the next layer. But I guess unless we have the glass in place, that's going to be a little bit difficult. Although, what we could do though, is this stuff. Just do the top. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah, let's do it that way. Whoops, zoom. Okay, I think that's right. There we go. Okay. So it's going to be a bit of an assembly episode. If everyone's down with that. Or up for that, or down and up for it. This feels like, you know, the Lego, like the classic Lego pieces that are like very thin but smooth on top, that go on top of like the brick parts. This is what those feel like. They have the same like vibe about them. They're like the covering pieces, right? Oops. Okay. We made less today because I reduced the cost of the rides that were unpopular. Pretty sure that's what happened. Actually, it'd be good to check on. Actually, let's check real fast. I just want to see how these rides are doing now. Although, well, I guess we just closed, so this is the wrong time to check, I think. Well, let's see. Hang on. I want to see if anybody's writing this. This is queue time 2 minutes. Guess yesterday. Okay, so people are writing it. This is kind of an interesting situation because I wish I knew what to do about this. Oh wait, not that one. This one. 0 guests yesterday. Yeah, this is really frustrating because, like, first off, scenery bonus is 0 is absolutely insane because look at this. It's bathing in scenery. Like, we have nothing but scenery here. So I don't know. Oh, God, that's another bug I don't love. If you happen to go outside of the boundaries, it'll just toss you to the end of the park. There's no reason this should have 0 scenery score. That's crazy. Ride experience, this just seems like an arbitrary number. I don't have any scale for that. But it just goes to old. And now, like, because of the way it's built, I'm not going to obviously just, like, tear down the ride and, like, rebuild all this stuff. So it's like in this perpetual state of non-visiting. I just turned off the monetary stuff because the simulation mechanics aren't reliable enough, unfortunately. So yeah, it was just like easier to not, because like it was hard. There were so many problems. Like this is one example where this should, like, this should have scenery on it, a scenery score. I feel like it should have a better reputation, but because that stuff isn't really working right, that would put us in a situation where this wouldn't make money, and I'm not going to rebuild it. So the only way to get around bugs like that, and there's like many bugs like that, is to just have infinite money, unlimited. Unfortunately. So yeah, it's no, there's no concern with that. The ride is working. It's because of this old thing, I think. It's the way it's ideally goes is that it goes to classic. Like, I'm trying to think if we have anything that's like classic. Maybe this one? No, that's not either. And this one doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why this is why this is old. Because it's just like a flat ride. Like, there's nothing you need to do. And the scenery bonus is very high. And by the way, we've only had the park 38 days. And I asked Jagger about this, and apparently like the time scale was different in Planet Coaster 1, where it made more sense that a ride would be old. But it's just, yeah, it's just, they need to do something about this. Because like you should have a way to, like it should be predictable, or you should have some control over the result. But it has tons of decoration, and it's just a flat ride, so I don't know why this would not go classic. So I don't know. Now that said, this one's old and it does get riders. So maybe there's something I don't understand about this. Maybe it's too far away from the other stuff. That's possible. Maybe if there was like an easy way to get from like the far pool to this, maybe that would be something. There is the boat ride. But I think some of it might be simulation bugs. I don't think it's off or anything. Yeah, it's turned on. There is an attendant. I could try, I mean, this is like crazy, but I could try, I don't think can I just attach somebody? I guess I could try making it $0. See if that does anything. I don't know if it's just too far away. Could maybe add some decoration here. Maybe that would matter, but I kind of doubt it. But it's the behavior is just very opaque. So yeah, sorry, long-winded answer, but that's all the info I have. Also, let's check on this pool, by the way. It's pretty great. I actually really like this whole setup. It's really nice. Well, there's more to do here, obviously, but probably okay. So the other thing that might be affecting the cart ride is that there's definitely a preference for guests to go to newer stuff. So I think basically we have 700 people in the park, and a large number of them are here. And it turns out that this is as far away as imaginable from this stuff. So it might be that when we install a monorail, which is part of this new entry stuff, that maybe that will get them close enough to come try this. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, hey, thanks, appreciate that. It sounds like the scenery thing goes up with their guests riding it. Maybe. I thought the scenery rating was based on how you decorated it, I think, but I'm not sure. Let's see how this is doing, by the way. Yeah, look at all these people here at the restaurant. Oh, also, let's, so here's another issue that pops up. Yeah, see, they will not, like, what is this person doing right now? They should be cleaning. Yeah, if they just won't, you have to do emergency. And then they'll come. Which is weird. There was a similar bug with the mechanics where they would not repair rides until it was like a broken. And they fixed that in the update, but I have a feeling they did not do that here. And maybe part of it is they can't get to where they need to go? So it's possible. Clean that up. Please? Please, please. There we go. Is there no... Okay. Yeah, see, this is odd. Oh, she's Oh, no, she's fine. What's his thoughts? Staff building is so far away. Okay, so here's another weird thing. Staff breaks are off. And then somebody mentioned, well, you gotta, I forget, maybe it was your Hawks or somebody else, but somebody mentioned that you need to manually disable everybody's brakes. And it's just like, I'm like not gonna do that. Could be completely wrong. I was just looking up what the issue was, and some people are saying the go-kart's a bug for them. Scenery as well. Oh, that's interesting. That's really good info. That's really good to know. I actually really like this too. This is like, it's such a small thing, but it turned out so well. Oop. Extreme close up there. Okay, let's finish this little border. Then maybe, I mean, what we could do too. Well, no, I was gonna say we could do some of the surrounding area, but probably makes more sense to get the main building kind of like a little bit squared away at least. There we go. Just so we know what we're building against. Where does this go? There. Oops. Nope. Yep. Okay, so I think we've reached the end of the... Right, this is where I started to place the second level. So let's get rid of these. I love that apple light so much. Open area covered. That is a good question. I think the ultimate answer is going to be mostly covered with skylights because there's going to be plenty of light coming in here. So I think that will be enough. Initially, I thought it was going to be uncovered, but yeah, I think it will be mostly covered because it's just going to be like. Certainly, it would have more light if there was no cover, but I think having the cover will provide some interesting like design options. Gonna go snooze. All right, Burga, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see if we got this all correct. Okay. So I guess what we do now is just place a bunch of these. I'm gonna leave those in a scaffolding for the minute. Oops. Keep hitting the wrong X, not the control X. Yeah, I really wish that blueprint thing worked as well. That would definitely simplify things. Oops. What? Hello? Okay. Actually, this is not bad. Okay, let's try that. Let's move this. Oops. Okay. Anyway. Has anyone else been playing other games? Anybody that follows like the streams and Discord and stuff probably saw that I've been playing Marvel Rivals. Very different type of game than this, obviously. If you've played Overwatch, it's basically Overwatch, like to a startling degree, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I was just surprised how similar it was actually. But I've been having a fair amount of fun with it actually. It's not the most shockingly original game ever, but it's also pretty well done. I think basically it comes down to the characters being quite well done. Overwatch was, I mean, that's almost literally what it is. The only other significant difference is that it's third person instead of first person, but like, I mean, it is very similar. Like, not even just the game modes on offer and the basic mechanics, but like the way characters mention their ultras and like the way the visualization of the match progress is, and like how they outline enemy character. I mean, just like so much is the same. So yes, generally that is correct, I would say. So if you liked Overwatch, I think you're basically guaranteed to like Marvel Rivals. Start playing Cyberpunk since it was on sale and supposedly isn't completely bugged anymore. Yeah, I've heard good things about the 2.0 version of that. I just still hope you're playing at Coasters. Yeah, Cyberpunk's interesting. It looked like it maybe a little too thematically dark for my taste. But there were aspects of it that looked good. I do like open world games. Like a lot of freedom to like do different stuff. I do like that a lot, so that's appealing to me. What's going on here? Is something wrong here? What did I do wrong? Wait a second. Is that right? What is happening? Whoops. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay. I think it's right. Okay. Alright, so is this... That's 4. Okay. Okay, we've almost got one side done, which probably seems like a lot of work for that result, but let's see if I fix this. Nope. There we go. Might pause on this layer and then go to something else just so we don't get too burned out on this. But I'll give it I'll see if we can at least finish this side of it at minimum. Okay. Control X is the one. Is that right? Okay. I am going to be doing... I haven't figured out the exact like schedule or whatever. But I am planning to do some sort of stream, most likely Christmas Day. And I am thinking it's going to be a sort of a popular game, but I mean, it came out a while ago, that I haven't played on stream before, but it's like, I think a lot of people either already like or would like. It's a little bit different than stuff I usually play. Not too different, but like a little bit different. This is on Windows. There's no, I don't think there's a Mac version. There was the original one, but... You can play it, I assume, on GeForce Now though, on a Mac. I stream from a Mac, so I'm sympathetic to like I'm playing the games on a PC, but the actual streaming machine is a Mac. So I'm like, I wish it was available on Mac. I think in a lot of ways that would be good. But yeah, I think I'm guessing they just like didn't have enough people buying it on Mac to make it worth bringing it back to Mac for the second one. Okay. Wait, what? No. Okay. You can't play TF2 in modern versions of macOS. When you get a chance, I highly recommend you look up PL Borneo. It's one of TF2's payload maps, a game mode where BLU team has to push a bomb cart to red team spawn. Oh, BLU is blue. The area you sit your park in feels like the perfect background for TF2 themed slow coaster. Interesting. I'll check that out. Are you on the oh, actually I'll take a screenshot, but if you're on the Discord, that's even better, so I don't forget. I do, I'm not bragging about this to be clear, but I do have a habit of getting hyper focused on the stream at the time, and then when the stream ends, sometimes there are things that like people are like, oh, check this out, and it's like, I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to do that, but then once the stream's over, it's like I'm just like, I need to like recover from like from talking for so long and everything, and I sometimes forget. Not saying this is a good thing, I'm just like being transparent about it. What the heck is going on here? Did I miscalculate something? Oh, it's because I tried to align these probably rather than distribute them. Actually, what is going on? Whoops. Oh, maybe they're not quite wide enough? That's interesting. I wonder why that is. What did I do wrong here? Oh, what's going on here? What is going on here? Did I do something differently? Oops, hold on. Oh. I mean, this is the problem with not actually having a grid to work with. Kind of gotta guess. Yeah, this is like the thing I was trying to avoid, but maybe it's hard. It's too hard to avoid. I could move these out further, but I don't know how much level of like perfection we want to apply to this. Because it's gonna, it could very easily just burn out trying to like get it all right. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, that is unfortunately, yeah, the tools in this for this kind of thing, they're just not helping very much. So I'm having to do like it very, very, very manually. But it's unfortunate because the look is right, and so I can't easily give that up. Okay, let's also double check. Every once in a while, it's good to stop and like see if it's working. Yeah, blue is pronounced blue. I realized that after I saw the red one. No, so in sandbox mode, everything is unlocked. So it just says owned for the whole thing. Yeah, so everything's unlocked. Actually now, oh, this is interesting. I was trying to figure out how close we were to the center. I'm now feeling like maybe we were not that close, but it's hard to, wow, I really wish it would not do that. There's probably a lot of ways they could deal with that other than launching you across the park, I would think. Okay, so maybe it was not actually that centered, but it's not necessarily a problem. I actually don't know what that blue line is. Oh, that's the boundaries of the... that is the boundaries of the area. Interesting. Anyway. Yeah, it's actually quite big. It's funny because at a glance... I don't know what it is about the game. I think it probably speaks to the quality of the optimizations in the engine. But at a glance, it's like... And it's not just me. I've seen other people say the same thing that play the game. At a glance, it's like, it doesn't look that big. But then when you actually get down here and see the actual size of people, it's like really big. Like crazy big. Like here, you know, this, I wasn't thinking of this like structure as being very big. Let's see if there's like, Yeah, I mean, like, you could fit 2,000 of them in here, I think, easily. So, yeah. It's quite big. Which is fine, because there's presumably going to be a lot of DLC coming. So we have enough now. I was mentioning this yesterday. I think we could do, like, a little bit of a generic area here, meaning, like, non-themed stuff. And then probably a pretty big water park aquatic theme thing. There technically is still... I mean, there's Viking, but we've used a lot of Viking stuff for the pirate stuff, and I don't know. I'm not that into the Viking concept. There's also mythology, but again, I don't know about that one. And I've heard other people say the same thing. They felt like Viking and mythology were weird starting points because they're so narrow in what they have to offer versus something like Western, which the other one offered, or the first one. Western, or like Old West, or there's a lot of ways to interpret that. Several Days Wandering Park, yeah, which is good because there's these things. Wait, where are the? So there's a bunch of transport options, right? There's like buses and the boat, which is what we're currently using. There's a train, there's a monorail, and there's the cable cars. So we're using 2 of those. We're using the boat stuff, and we're using the cable cars to get people across the park. These are actually pretty popular, I believe. Yeah, 1,500 people used it yesterday. So that's nice. So that's actually, I actually like that complexity, because being able to like solve those problems is fun. I would really, really like curved glass, by the way. I don't think that's on offer, but that would be super nice. It might be kind of a difficult implementation thing, but nice. Let's see, what's this? Okay, this is one of them. Okay, I think there's enough sides to this now, or enough whatever parts filled in, that this actually should start getting a lot easier. Because we can just sort of like move them on one axis instead of 3, which is good. So, but it will still take a bit of time, to be honest. Okay. Got that. Oops. That's the other problem, is I keep hitting X when I mean to hit Control X. And then I have to redo the selection. Which is not amazing. And honestly, a lot of this actually would be better if the blueprints thing just worked with the building, but it doesn't. Which is not again, not amazing. Okay, I think that's right. The other thing that's weird is that when you're in a group, already in a group, and you do Control X, hitting the tick or whatever, within a group, it won't make a new instance, but it does make a new instance if you're out of the group. Which I'm sure there's some rationale for that, but it does, for my particular case, make everything harder. So it's like no blueprints, no Control X, automatically selecting, no snapping. If one of those wasn't true, this would be a lot faster. So this is working. If for some reason we decide we want to put these back, it's really, really easy. So I don't feel bad about like just ripping them all out. But I think it's probably going to be better without it. It's because I think in real life, this is closer to how it would be. And I think it looks better too. Do you want to actually, let's double check and see how it looks at night while we're here. Oops. He's throwing me around. Just to double check like the look of it. Yeah, I think the thick frames just don't do it justice really. Versus the thin frames. It's a little hard to tell because we don't have like a ceiling on it. But. Just trying to like, before we like fully commit to everything here, we're just kind of like taking a look around.
Everyone in McKinney is dead. It's hot in McKinney.
Sweet lips. Agreed. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the thin frames with the border on top looks great. Totally agree. Gotta think of some way to add a little bit of spice to the whole thing, but I think that's going to be the next layer up. It looks a little sterile right now, but I think that's going to be that. I mean, a lot of that's honestly just because we don't have anything inside yet. Okay, so what's the... Actually, you know what we could do is just take a little break from this, just so it's not too exhausting, and think about some of the surrounding area. So I think what we're going to do is... So I think we're going to have a big thing with water here. Let's kind of aggressively pull some of this stuff out, because we know we're actually going to not have this here. We're not going to have this here. I might even... What is this one? Those are the gifts. We could move this. Guess today. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're actually going to put this here. We're going to clean up this whole area. And let's get rid of these. Get rid of that. For now, we're going to get rid of this. In fact, we may need to build a little temporary structure here. I think... Did it come with this? I don't even know. Oh, I guess this was one of the blueprint things. Okay, so let's pull this down. I know this looks crazy, but we're just doing a sort of like pardon our dust kind of thing here. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna go that way. We're gonna delete basically all of this. I know it seems a little severe, but and let's add some extra path here on the side. Pardon our dust. We're making the park even better for you. I don't know why it doesn't want me to... Oh, it does. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. I guess we have to keep that part. Let's do this. Delete brush. This guy's going to get deleted from existence. I don't want to script the pathing too bad here. Okay, I think they can get through there, but let's just double check that they're not going to get too stuck. Okay. Could probably move the garbage can so it's not in the middle. Okay. All right. Okay, I think that leaves us enough room to work with. People have no reaction when massive objects appear or disappear. It's true. Hey, I do like the nonchalance as well. That is kind of fun. Well, I mean, it's even funnier when you like grab somebody and they're like, whoa, whoa. Oh, wait, this one's not doing it though. Oh, it's when you... Hang on, it's not that. It's when you do this. And you're like, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, you know, we have no entertainers. I just realized. Should we add an entertainer? What would be the appropriate one to do, though? We could do the Viking, but... I kind of like this guy. Let's see. Should we just add a cactus guy? They love him. They're all laughing at it. That's amazing. Hold on. Let's get a screenshot. his adoring fans. It's amazing. Love it. Facing just a little menacing. I think it's meant to be like he's like determined, you know. I think. Or like focused. Or I can't think of the word is, but it's sort of just like he's like kind of like a clever person. That's a really weird phrasing. I don't know how to describe it. I can picture in my head, but I don't know the words that are used for it. But I agree, it does look menacing. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. So here's the thing we want to figure out. We're gonna want some water along the sides. Okay, let's get rid of this this outline path that we don't need anymore. Demolish brush. Let's just do this and hopefully not take out any kind of like parts of the building in the meantime. This was just a blueprint. You know, there's a thing in Prison Architect, which is like a really, which I haven't played, but I've watched people play. And it is an incredible feature, which is like you can draw blueprints on the ground without committing to building those items. So you can like picture it all. It's such a good idea. And I don't understand why more building games don't do it, because it's like such a useful and like obvious thing. Once you've seen it, it's like you can't imagine it being any other way, I think. Yeah, exactly. The one eyebrow raised in the sexy, cool kind of way. Yeah, exactly. That's probably the right way to phrase it that I couldn't think of. Okay, so from the entrance, we got to see, and how are we going to do this exactly? So I think what we're going to do, well, no, actually, hang on. I know exactly what we're going to do. I was going to say, let's do it with natural water, but let's not do that. Let's do it with the pool instead. So we're going to create a custom pool. And we're going to have it be square. Probably this style. How big do we want it, though? I need to put down like a temporary path so we can like visualize this. So it's going to be, okay, so here's how this is going to work. There's going to be a, oh, in fact, hang on. I just realized we could put the, yeah, let's get rid of this. Reclaim even more space here. Because we're going to need all this space, honestly. Actually, we could do it, make it even better, bigger. Okay. Just asking, everyone, we're just asking you to temporarily use this auxiliary path. We're just sort of trying to do some improvements in the park. Appreciate your patience. It's going to be better in the long run for everybody. So so please use the path if you don't mind. We will be with you shortly to show you to the right place if you can't find it. Put all the trash bins back. The full trash bin back. Okay, so I think that will get them out of the way. All right. Okay, so the way this is going to work is there's going to be water along the side with, I think probably with waterfalls if we can pull it off. And then I think like water around. Like a little like a pond. I don't know if pond is too small of a word or too small of a body of water to describe this, but it's going to be basically water leading up. And water around, and then possibly some stuff along the outside. There's a Minecraft mod that allows you to do that. It puts ghosts of all the items down. Oh, really? That's amazing. To make the glass bit look less clinical, could you change the tint of... So we tried that. There's no way to change the tint. You can change the color of the frame. But that's the only part you can actually change. So I can do this to like pink or whatever, and it changes the frame. But yeah, no way to change the actual glass. But yeah, that was a good thought that Earhawks brought up as well. Some of the framing bits like cracks through the panels in some places. Cracks. Oh yeah. Probably came in just after that for sure. I think it's very likely. Okay, let's fix up the greenery here. What did we go with? Long grass or short grass? This looks very like unkept. For whatever reason. Okay. So what we're gonna do then to pull this off? Oh, okay. Let's put in a temporary path to make this like visible. Anything will do. This is good. So we want a fair amount of space on this because, in fact, maybe we'll go. Should we go all the way? This is gonna be like the main entrance. Okay, but we don't want to connect it yet. Hello. There we go. Okay, something like that. And now, put the pool in. And we're gonna go, we can change this later, so it actually doesn't matter that much. We will do, should we do a stamp? Probably. Build a 4-star park. Oh, nice. We got 4 stars. Interesting. So it has attached itself to the path, which is not intentional. Oh, I see. Yeah, that was based on the grid. Okay. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Building the wrong thing here. Hopefully it's not gonna, there we go. I think that worked out okay. Oh, it's still overlapping it though. Okay, hang on. We gotta reduce the size of this. So it doesn't overlap. Nope, let's start on this side. It's weird how there's no like lock axis when drawing the first path. Although I could, so we do it this way. What I really want, and I don't understand why it doesn't exist, is a global grid for paths. So if you're just starting in any particular place, by the way, look at the shadow on the ground, how great is that? If you're just starting any particular place, you have some basic grid. Satisfactory has this, and it's really helpful. Did I just do it the same wrong way again? I think I did. I think that's right. I love that the shadow moves slightly as the breeze goes through the tree. Yeah, so I don't know if global illumination is responsible for that, but the dappled light and all the global like light effects are incredibly good. Even now I'm seeing like new effects for the first time that I haven't seen in the game, and it's like super impressive. Okay, so we need to leave enough room to have the bigger path in the center. Trying to think of the best way to do that. So we could do, okay, let's try a couple things. So if we try that, that might be okay. I think it was not over far enough. Let's try that. Okay, I think that might work okay. Now, there's a problem that I wish I had deleted this part of the path. Need to make, hang on, we gotta make some more auxiliary path here. That's fine. Parts of the path are still getting deleted out from under them. Okay, so I hope that it will let me snap on to the, oh, it's not going to do that. Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, I guess I can do it with this. I don't love doing it this way, though. Because it's not... It's too squishy. Like, there's no way to know if you've really done it right. Oops. Okay. Really hope I can do this again correctly. That's also one of the things I just do not understand, is why you can't snap to an existing grid. Again, it seems like such a powerful concept that I'm surprised it's not in there. So many buttons. Okay, I think I knew where to do this time. Okay, hopefully that's right. Not quite. Tools. It's kind of just guessing to some degree. Because it would be great if there was a grid. Nope. But I don't, it's such a permanent, well, I shouldn't say permanent, but it's like such a foundational thing where this gets placed. I just don't want to get it wrong. Okay, so this should actually be in the center. That's pretty good. I think maybe we should stick with that. Okay. We could even go one more. Oh, actually. Hold on. Will it let us do this? Hold on. Now the question is, so we could... I wonder if we could just go full on here. Is there any reason to not... I mean, we could keep some in the middle to like keep the suspension of disbelief alive for the tree. Let me see, we can always undo this. It's gonna be harder to add it later than it is to remove it. Okay. Should we just keep that sort of section in the middle? It's the wrong, I think it's the wrong water style, but we can change that. Just make sure, because it's gonna be hard to get the grid back. So I want to like be relatively sure that this is right. We could put this in. Let's see. Like this is, so we want some greenery underneath, I think. Again, just for sort of the suspension of disbelief for the trees and stuff. And it's easy to remove it. It's hard to re-add it though. Just make sure that this is, I mean, technically we could let them swim in this, I guess. I have no idea if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but there's nothing stopping us from letting that happen. It actually, it's kind of fun to imagine. Because we could remove possibly this back section. Okay, let's take a quick look here. Just make sure this is like... Also possibly could round the corners. Yeah, I think we want to change the tile style though. Probably. New area? Yeah, we're redoing the entrance. Kay, how's it going? Good to see you. The grid, as far as I can tell, unless I'm doing something totally wrong, which is totally possible, the grid overlay only exists on initial construction. There's no way to go back to it again. I would love it if you could, but I think for both the paths and the pools, it's like a one-shot thing. Oh yeah, that's true. Swimming at the entrance would be a little weird for sure. Or we could even like separate them or whatever, but yeah. It was one of those things that's like, yeah, I guess we could do that, but I hadn't like fully thought it through. But yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so now let's see how this looks with some additional rounding. Let's try that. So it's not quite so square. Ooh, that's good. Yeah. I'm not even sure actually we need this. The back portion might actually be too much. I think. Let's just see like what it actually, can we easily undo this if we decide to remove it? Let's find out. Is that better? All right, I guess we're not committed to keeping it there, so we can just like leave it there for now. One less is better in the back. I think you're right. I'm just trying to think if we would have anything else there, because it's going to be very difficult to add this back in. So I was tempted to say impossible. It's not impossible, but it's just like very difficult. So is there anything else we would... Yeah, I guess you're right. The profile doesn't look... It looks weird. Yeah, you're right. Good point. Oops. Hello. There we go. Now we could also, I think we can go in and sort of like muck with this a bit. If we want to create a little like, oh wait, although, this is undoable, so which is why I'm not scared about doing it. I thought there was a way to smooth without rounding, but maybe not. But we don't need to do that right now. We can always come back to that. Excited to start your holiday weekend tomorrow. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I was actually sort of thinking about the boat thing, but the boat ride has to be on its own track. So it can't use the pool stuff. But yeah, it's its own water source, exactly. I think this doesn't seem like it's the right style. Let's do this and this. I think this is the one we want. Kind of almost need like another kind though. But this might be pretty close. What's this one? Let's see what this looks like. That looks like a straight up swimming pool. That really looks like a swimming pool. This is the one we currently have. I mean, I guess the thing is this looks like a fountain, which may or may not be the goal. I think I'm tempted to go with this one because it's the most sort of natural looking one. I hope what they do is they sort of make it possible for these for a pool type to be like non-swimmable pool, which you can kind of do by just hitting the switch on it. Like you can switch it off. But it almost seems like you want to kind of say like this is a decorative pool, but have all the same tools available. Stan Wolf is this person who has a channel on YouTube that does a bunch of this kind of stuff and apparently did a bunch of like Planet Zoo stuff as well. And he does a mix of pools and natural water, which I've kind of messed around with a little bit at the other area, like to varying degrees of effect. Like in here, I believe these are a mix of natural like landscape water, but then also pool. And it's funny. This is a side effect, I think, of that approach, because the global illumination is cutting through the natural water, and it's only rendering the pool part. So anyway, but I think for now, actually, let's look from above and see. Yeah, I think this is the better one. Oops, not that. Kind of like Fountain Lane to Taj Mahal. Yeah, kind of like that actually. Something along those lines for sure. I think we may end up like smoothing out these lines a bit, but it's like a pretty good starting point. Yeah, the glass. I'm probably just gonna add the glass like in like just doing it all at once. I think it's gonna be not not fun to do or watch. So probably just gonna kind of do it in groups. That's actually looked pretty good though, I have to say. Especially with that reflection, which is like really nice. Oh, we didn't round that. Oh, actually, I guess we don't need to round that yet. We're gonna replace this path as well. So, but yeah, so the idea is gonna be it's gonna come up here. Figure out how we're gonna do this exactly. And then there'll be like a path going down to Jungle Land. So this path won't exist, essentially. And there'll be a path going down to Jungle Land. But you'll come in here and like get all your stuff. Yeah, it's funny that the Taj Mahal thing is apt. Let's get some water. What a beautiful game though, huh? It's kind of amazing. For all the, it's much easier to overlook the sort of faults or whatever, which everything has, when you like look at this and you're like, wow, it's like really impressive. Let's just double check here what this looks at different times. Let's go earlier. God, that looks so nice. Look at that. That looks so great. Let's go screenshot. That's really nice. And I think the double glass really is the way to go. It's gonna be worth it in the end. Will the frontmost parts of the pool will still be square rounded? I think they'll be rounded. I just don't know for sure yet what the what the final shape of them or length of them is going to be. So I'm just like not bother rounding them just yet. But I'm kind of curious though, now that I say that. What am I trying to do here? Just, I think you can do... I mean, we may end up doing something like that as well. Like that. So it's sort of like me too here, you know? But it's easier to add that later. Looking great. Appreciate that. Getting giddy over your own creations is a nice feeling. Totally agree. Okay, so here's the next part. And I have to figure out the best way to do this. Okay, I think the way we're going to do this is as follows. Let's find the right rocks first. Mediterranean rock. Okay. Now this is more of a sort of, I'm guessing this is going to work out, but I don't know for sure if it will, kind of thing. So what I kind of want is, let's just place some here and like start to like get a feel for it. And then I'll kind of explain as I'm going. The nice thing is some of these rocks are huge, which is actually perfect for our purposes. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oops, stop. Not that one. What's the... Oh yeah, C. That's right. Turn this off. Okay. That's the same one. Oop. Okay. Actually, I could probably even size these up more. Although, at some point it gets a little ridiculous. Okay, so what we want to do is see if we can basically build effectively like a wall here. Do I actually... Well, maybe I don't want to spoil it. Maybe... Okay, maybe just hang tight for like a few minutes and we'll see if it comes together. And we'll see together if it works out. Okay, let's get rid of this. It'll at least be fun to watch the attempt, I guess. Even if it does not work out. Let's get rid of this one. Okay. There is one part of this that I'm not sure how to do yet, but we'll see how it goes. Why is this so far under the surface? I don't know. Oh, it's weird that they're all... It seems like they're all defaulting to being buried for some reason. I don't know why that is. The Mediterranean rocks have a really nice selection to them, I will say. Okay, this this one might be a little too big. Oops. People are having to literally walk through rock walls to get to the parking lot, or whatever it is. I wonder if they're gonna add parking lots. That'd be interesting. Okay, let's see. I don't even know for sure if like rocks are the right thing here. Unless we can find some like maybe the shape of these is wrong. Maybe that's the problem here. Well, it doesn't look too bad. You can scale massive rocks, yeah. End up using them as terrain rather than terrain tools since to save my blueprints rather than parks. I have actually started using them as terrain, yeah. It's I agree that does work quite well. Okay, so hang on. I think I may have figured out a better way to do this. So let's back these out for now, on this side anyway. Let's see. Okay, let's, whoops, wrong way. Hang on. Ugh. Okay, let's try that, and then turn this back on, and then this, and then this. Okay, this might actually work better. Just having some of the flat rocks that are like set up this way. Yeah, that might actually work better. And then we need, whoops, what? Okay, let's make this one big. Then turn off that. Okay. And turn this. Oh, it's off axis though now. Let's see. Is this one that'll work? Yeah, I think this one will work. Okay. Ooh, rotate. Okay. Is that the, it's not the same rock now. Okay. Is it the same rock? I actually cannot tell. Oh, it is. Hang on, we can't have that. Rotate it. Okay, let's see if that's working any better. It does seem to be. And now to fully test the theory, I'll try putting some of the shrubs down. Start with the mics down there. Blackthorn. What are these things? I don't know if we've looked at these yet. Okay, this chrysote thing is the thing we were using before. So how you say it? Chrysote? Creosote? That looks pretty nice. Okay, so if we did that, although I'm not even sure now if that should be there. So here's the question: will this work? Some version of this. Or do we need... Okay, let's try moving them closer to the edge. I guess we actually could move them in. They don't actually need to be at the edge. Nobody's swimming in this pool, as we talked about. Okay. The only thing I'm not sure about is if that feels too brutalist. But let's give it a try. There's no harm in trying it. I don't know how far apart these need to be. Okay. Then we'll do some bottom waterfall. Yeah, this is funny too because they I think it tries to put them under the water, which is weird. I'm gonna do like a full prototype here to see if it works. Then we can like re-evaluate. Okay, so that's a pretty comprehensive. I think is everything in the right place? I think so. That looks better. Looks uneven. select both rocks and move them down a bit. Down, like, vertically? It's uneven. I'm a little confused. I know, well, I mean, I can imagine what you mean by move them down, but I'm thrown by the uneven part. See what it looks like from up here. Pretty good. So what it was, the other version of this I was thinking about doing was like a very, put both pools together with the rocks on the other side. Both pools together with the rocks on the other side. I am struggling to picture that. Both pool. Well, so first off, there's only actually one pool. That's one of the things that's throwing me off. So I guess you're referring to like these two sides, because there's tall rocks on one side. Oh, this is no. Yeah, this is not like, yeah. This was just attempt one. I wasn't planning on leaving these as is. So like this, what I was going to try is like, if it works over here, then like do something similar on the other side. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. This was just like, it was like two attempts at the same thing. Yeah. So that's one version. The other thing we could do, try or whatever. Let's see if this is all attached or not. It's not. Because the only downside I can think about, like the argument against this, and it's not a serious argument against it, is that it doesn't feel like the style, like organic sort of like whatever style of it, is different than this. And so you could see an argument that says this is too, it's not minimalist enough, right? So another way to do this, potentially, is let me find the piece. Nope. Whoa. Is this actually the right one? Yeah. Oh, well, let me change. Wait, will it? That's the color, really? Okay. So if we did... hang on. Edit building. And this might be the wrong type of wall, possibly. Now, I actually kind of like this. What happened to this one? If this was a, if this was not a theme park, I think this would probably be the best option. But it is a theme park. And so I'm kind of torn. So I think like, well, we could even do it this way. Like look at it that way. But then imagine some like stuff behind it, right? Like trees and stuff. Or this. But it just, to me, it feels like this is too different than this. And so I'm kind of torn. Although it does look nice from that perspective. And then to be clear, like this would be like here, let me do the full version of this. So again, because I can see some stuff in my head that's not like here. And maybe there's a different wall material or whatever, but that's like the general idea. Water. Oh, that's... Wait. Oh, it's snapping to position. That's so funny. This maybe comes down to just like personal taste, possibly. Hang on, this like could not have been more messy. Hold on. Also not part of the building? Oh no, it is. It is. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So you get the general idea. If we go all the way down or whatever. So it's either like this, which I think with this style of building feels a little disconnected, or it's like this. There's tall rocks on one side, short rocks on the other side. Let's see. Oh, okay, nobody said anything about this yet. So, is this look too? And I guess you gotta. Like, okay, the one other thing that's missing here is like. Hang on. Again, there's a few ways we could do this, but like, let's say one way is. Hang on, where did they go? Seen them, but I don't see them right now. Oh, because I've got the wrong. Wait, there aren't any filters on. Oh, maybe it's not under shrub. Wait, what? Where's the topiary stuff? Is there the nature thing? I think it's so strange that there's a nature theme. Okay, these things. Oh, box hedge. Okay. It's not the word I was thinking of. Okay, so if we do like it could be... this is just one version of this, right? This is like not the way. Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Trying to let me get enough of this in so we've got like a good idea of how it might look. Compound. Okay. Like something like that. It might be a little bland is the downside. But it is pretty clean and everything, right? I guess it's gonna... Well, okay, back here we could put like other stuff. Like, hold on. These are just some examples. Actually, maybe not that one. This one. Look at all these people trying to get on this path. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Wow. And then the scenery brush to fill in. Again, we're just like doing a little prototype here. What's this about? Oh, that's nice. I didn't know about that. Mediterranean palms. Small tropical plants. I don't know if this brush works this well for this particular... Oh, it's actually going okay, I guess. Okay. So something like that. You know, you can even imagine like... Well, okay, that's not going to work, but you get the idea. You can already hear the Mandalorian and Ugandan knuckle memes from here. Put some sculptures on the wall. That's interesting. I wonder how to pull that off. People really want to swim at the entrance of the park. This is crazy. Oh, I guess I could give them a little bit more space here. So it could be quite so crowded. Yeah, that's a little bit better. This is a hard programming problem to solve, by the way. Okay, so at the back it would be... again, like, I think this is like a good approach for... Oh, I really actually do like this a lot, though. Let's get rid of this clipping tree. What is this? I don't know what's going on there. That actually does look pretty great, though, doesn't it? Like the only hesitation I have at all, and it's like barely hesitation, is first off, people are crawling through all the green. This is such a bad experience. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. Just gonna trim some hedges there. Like that's actually pretty good. I like this vibe here. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about, and I don't think it's actually that was kind of nice. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that. We could just put some plants like straight in the water. Like that. That's an interesting option. Let me move this back. I actually like that. So this is still an option. I mean, we could go with this. What would that look like? I think my only real concern is that it just is going to feel disconnected from the main building. Like kind of like it doesn't belong. Anyway. You do not know the way. I'm not familiar with that second one, but the Mandalorian thing is pretty funny. Humboldt, I'm trying to remember. Sorry, like my brain is crossing a little bit here, but like you do play Splatoon, right? Or am I misremembering? All I can think of now is This Way. Any thoughts here? I could like in isolation, I like this. But I think it's just going to be hard. Like these pieces are not really built for this. And it's just going to feel kind of like, I don't know, it just feels kind of inconsistent, I think is the word that occurs to me. Versus this feels very consistent. And it's plain, but I think that's okay because it's meant to be like a palette cleanser, right? I have no idea what that is. Kind of, I think I'm leaning towards this, and with like additional decorations, obviously, not like just like white wall. This is interesting, but I don't think it's like cohesive enough. And this is just like very serene, you know? Strangely, we could actually put glass over this, but probably there's no reason to do that. Use the rock idea somewhere else in the park and put the fancy wall with the fancy building. That's sold. You do like the right side. Okay. Let's try to get, since it's like an actual prototype, let's try to get it cleaned up a little bit. So it's not quite so clippy. This is not right. Hello? Whoops. No. We can figure out what else kind of would go in here. Hello? Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. Let's do a more full version of this. Did that work? Wait a minute. Weird. I actually can't believe how well that fit together. Is that by coincidence? I actually don't know. Okay, let's do this. Oh, actually, wait a second. Let's see how that looks. Let's go full night for a sec. It's really bright. I don't know if that's too bright even. Love how the waterfall stays. Clean that up. I mean, I guess realistically, this is how it would be lit. Yeah, I think that's true. That's how they're meant to be. It's just out of curiosity. I just want to see if the other styles do any different kind of lighting. I'm guessing they don't. I mean, I guess they're all kind of similarly lit. That's interesting. Slightly different effect. I don't think you can change any of the colors either, right? Oh, although I think something I did see that you can do. Let's see if this is practical. Oh, that probably only works for landscape water. It is really bright. I don't know if that's a huge problem though. Is there anything we can even do about that? I mean, I guess if there's stuff in there. Oh yeah, the other thing I was kind of thinking about doing. Let's see if we can try this. Although this is, I don't think this is the right one. Actually, hang on. I don't think I've actually ever placed one of these yet. How do these sit in real water? Do they have to do like that? Actually, I don't know how they look for reals. Or is it the tops are on the surface? Is that how it works? Does anybody, do we have any, why is this pool open? Do we have any lily pad experts in the audience, in the house that can help? Actually looks kind of good. Right? I think. I think it does. Help how? Like, how do they sit on the water? Is it just the leaves? Like, should the leaves be touching the water? I guess that's my question. They should, right? Is that how that works? Like, that? Yeah, that looks like it's correct. And the stems go down, the leaves don't float on top. Okay. Yes, touching. Branders, thanks. Also, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so I think we could do, this doesn't have, in fact, it shouldn't be like a perfectly pristine pool. There should be like some stuff around. What exactly that's going to be, I don't know yet. Although we did learn a little trick. Hey, so here's something interesting. When we were building this this pool back here, we did learn a little trick here, which is that you can do these deletions of the pool, and it kind of like gives you the vibe of like little islands in there. What is happening here? Oh my god. It's tandem swimming. Can I move them when they're in the pool? Okay, so maybe I was gonna make a comment about how this is a good idea. But now I'm starting to think like maybe it's not. You know, I think they were stuck. I think they might be stuck. Oh my god. That's so bad. I'm a little worried about them. Okay, I gotta stop looking at that. It's actually borderline disturbing. Where are we? I can't even find my way out of the park anymore. The lily pad expert has arrived. That was great timing. Try to make the gaps around. We did try to do that. We were going back and forth on that. I think that didn't work as well as one might hope. But that is a good point. Maybe that would help them. Oh wow, that did work remarkably well. Now they're all confused. Wow, that works so well. Thanks for the tip. Okay, so let me try turning it down because that's a really severe amount of that. Let's do one. We just do one round. I think we actually tried this and there was something wrong with it where it wouldn't actually work consistently. Oh, whoops, strength I guess can't be 0. What was the issue? Wait, hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I think this might be the one where I couldn't actually get it to round for some reason. It just would not do it. I don't know why. Yeah, this one, well, it's kind of working. Maybe that's like the message is that it's like abstract shapes. Maybe just round that and then do it after they instruct themselves. One lady waved her hand around like she was drowning. I have that turned off. But it does happen. Like it typically. Or like in the, whatever, in the full simulation version of the game. Yeah, I don't really want them to get stuck again. If we could completely round them. Oh, okay, we could try this though. Maybe that'll make a difference. No. There's something about these corners it doesn't like. I don't know why specifically these corners are a problem. Okay. If that becomes a problem, we at least know how to fix it. So that's good. Anyway, like I was saying, after all that, yeah, you can make these, you can do these deletions to kind of add little pools. So like, that's obviously way too big. Little pools, I meant islands. Like that, which is pretty nice. I forget who it was that was here when we were talking about this, but or maybe it was Kay when we were like, we're trying like not doing it, like took them out. Because initially it was like, oh, that looks weird, and then we removed them and they look even like it looked. Once you saw it, you could not see it as right not having them anymore. Like they just suddenly belonged out of nowhere. That was not the best way I could phrase that, but you get the idea. It's like you could do this. Okay, I don't think that's actually in the right place. Let's see if those are like relatively lined up. Thankfully, I think it's pretty easy to remove these if we need to. It's actually kind of nice though. You can turn off drowning. Yeah, you actually can. Pool safety. Oh, I guess I could have aligned it to this. Yeah, with the undo for sure. It doesn't seem. I agree. It doesn't seem silly to try it. Okay, so if we let's try it this way. I kind of like that little lily pad sitting there. So you could do this. Wait a second. Sorry, wrong thing. So we lined it to the edge of the pool. Since there's no grid. Wow, would that be helpful if there was? But since there's no grid, we try this. Can't quite see. Hope that's right. No, it's not. Okay, so it's about one lily pad from the edge. That looks pretty good. Also could just add this in later. This is like not urgent. Does it look good? Kind of looks better. Well, at least for now, it looks better without it. We'll see if that's still the case. Because the one interesting thing about having that is then you could then do something like this. Or maybe it's not the best example. Hold on. Like, what would we even put here? Just a circle. How about a tree? Or actually, wait, hang on. Region. Tropical Mediterranean. Excuse me. Where to go? I know it's here. Here it is. Large. Like, that's kind of interesting. That's arguably better than like the nothing that's there otherwise. And we're flicking it from this side, but I don't know. Maybe that's not the best option. What the heck was that? Wait, what? They always get stuck on one and flare around like doors stuck. What the heck was what? Adding fish would be great. There was actually, what's the building going to be? So this is going to be the entry building for like dispatching you to all the different parts of the park. So it's going to be like at least you come in here and then go to Jungle Land or go to Pirate Land, and then whatever the middle one I think might be something separate. So let's say this one was possibly Aquatic Land, but then it also might, and this I'm pretty excited about, which I don't think I mentioned yet. I think we could have a thing where the monorail, like there's two ways we could do this. Let's imagine that there's going to be a bunch of DLC, a bunch of different themes, and a bunch of different zones, and it's not going to be just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever, but it'll be like 8 to 10. If that's the case, then I think you could make an argument for there should be multiple kind of entry stations. And so, hang on, while I work my way back here. So if that's the case, then this could be the, there could be a monorail that comes in like over the water in front here, and then like takes you around the park, but also takes you to the other entry station. So it could take you like directly to a section, but it could also just take you to the other side of the park, or vice versa. The stream showed the moment where you had trouble with the corners and it was melting away. Oh, really? Did anybody else see that? Monorail. I was trying to see if I see anything strange on my screen. I don't see anything on my screen. That looks similar to what you're describing. Yeah, no, I get the reference. Yeah, sometimes there are random Twitch things like that I've seen that just like they seem like they're part of the stream, but it's actually a Twitch thing. I don't know if that's what happened here, but it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so we'll have to figure out like, I mean, I think there's we're heading in the right direction. Like there's clearly something here. And so the question is going to be like, how do we make it look? This looks like a good like prototype version, but I think we need to make it more real, more like interesting, because it's just a little blank. I don't see anything but a few monitors up, so I'm not super focused on the stream. But also, I kind of like the idea of doing like, we could either do, oh, hang on, what is it called? Them box hedge? Box something? Wait, oh, it's the wrong. Which one did we grab here? What is this one? Box hedge large 4 meter. So it's this one. Actually, I have kind of a funky idea for this one too, but maybe we'll save that for next stream. Let's see how that looks. It's kind of nice. I'm not sure this is the one. A little bland. Might work. Again, it's supposed to be kind of neutral-ish coming in, so that everything else is like the like it's like a palette cleanser kind of. No, it's going to select absolutely everything. I don't know if there's a way to tell it that you don't want to select. Like, actually, does this work? Like, you only want to select non-path stuff. Because it does feel a little strange to me. Because I don't think you can even, if you select a path, can you? Yeah, you can't do anything with it. I don't think. Wait, what? What does that even mean? Confirm selection. Oh. Interesting. I don't know if I knew it worked that way. Okay. That's almost really good. The thing is, okay, if that worked in conjunction with the grid thing, that would be amazing. Interesting. Okay, so the odd thing about that is it only works with the multiple selection tool. But even with that constraint, that's actually pretty incredible. I never knew that was a thing. In some ways, that solves that grid problem. Hey, Dips. Where the people get off the buses, are you able to change that at all? I'm not sure what the limit is. I find it funny that if you can't and you just have to drive up and walk across the grass, you can change it. You can change it. Also, the spawn peeps with boats and other points too. The boats thing is new to me. I mean, I knew you could do. In fact, where was it? I forget what section it's under. Is it facilities? I forget where the actual thing is. Is this one? Park entrance gate. Park entrance. Oh, ferry. I don't think I actually have seen this. Oh, that's it. If you want them to... Oh, interesting, interesting. Of course, I get thrown out of the park again. Can you... Okay, so Kay, can you put multiple entrances? Is that an option? Because that would be interesting if you could have like an entrance on this side. It almost seems like it'd be kind of a cheat though, but if you could have entrances on this side and then an entrance on the far other side. Although, I mean, you know, parks have different side entrances, so it's not totally a cheat. You have 3 entrances by default. I guess that's what these are. Oh. That's fair. I thought for some reason these were clustered. I guess I didn't realize that these were independently placed. That's very, very interesting. Okay. So they're like people spawners then. I did not know that. Very interesting. Okay, that's a really good... I've learned at least 3 important things today. Here, let's go over the things I've learned today. One is you can sort of almost have a grid of paths by Control-Xing a selection from a path and moving it with advanced move. Then we found out you can... Earhawks mentioned that you can double these up to give them more glass-like look. There was something else Earhawks mentioned that I've forgotten what it is. Something else related to the glass, but maybe it'll come back to me. And then this thing, which I did not know, was just manipulatable. That's very interesting. It feels like we just had a group breakthrough. That's incredible. You would need separate spawners and entrances both to make it work. I think that's fine though. Because it's at some point, the thing is like, jeez, at some point, the park is going to be huge, right? And it's like, it's not actually that big of a problem in the sense that I'm assuming that we can get people to use transportation to get over here. Actually, you know, I don't know if I've ever been over here. Where's the edge of the map? I don't want to get thrown all the way back again. Okay, there it is. Wow, that is far away. It's actually sobering how big this is. Like in a very good way. Like, don't get me wrong. But wow, you can barely see that stuff over. I thought of this as being, I mean, it is huge. It's very big. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's funny. I think this is probably a coincidence, but it's interesting. This area is like desert themed. And so I wonder if this is either they removed it or it's hinting at future expansion. It's kind of interesting. Used to have fun making a path go as far away as possible and putting one thing at the end like a bathroom or shop and seeing how many people would walk miles for it. That sounds like a Herno move, 100%. I love the reflections. That's super, super nice there. It is going to take a while to put the glass stuff together, but it's going to be totally worth it. Let's try to see if we can like kind of... That is not the best. I wish it would just like, it could just like not move you further. That seems like a better option than launching you across the park. Don't know what that's about. Wow, look at that. Let's get a screenshot of this. The park under construction. Ooh, look at that. By the way, in case it's not obvious, we're definitely gonna like this. It's not gonna be this like sterile lines and all that kind of stuff. There's definitely gonna be like more going on. Plants on the side, lily pads for days. Possibly even sort of adjusting the edges a bit. We'll have to see though. I mean, honestly, what we could do. Oh, here's a wild idea. I don't think it's really gonna work. We could, I mean, it's probably possible to make it work if we really wanted to, because we could just do stamp out the, just double check this works the way I think it works. Yeah, because we could stamp out the, like, the pool underneath. Okay, so undo is a powerful thing. So let's try this out just for fun. Whoop. Oh God, really? How would this, how would this even work? I think it's trying to place the pool on top, which is really funny. That actually looks incredible. I don't know how practical that is. But it didn't even occur to me that you could place buildings underwater in the pool. It actually looks amazing. So we could put sculpture in the water. Wow. You know what? That is actually quite interesting. Oh wait, hang on. It's this thing, right? Which is crazy. Huh. Is it still good look good from here? I don't know. So what did you do? Build a tree house? Kind of is happening that way, yeah. Hey, Gigi, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Willows? I think this is a kopok tree. I wish we could have fish swim in it. There's that's more a Planet Zoo thing. There are, well, a couple answers. So there's sort of assumptions / rumors that with all the water stuff that's added in Planet Coaster 2, that there will be Planet Zoo 2 will be aquarium centric. So that's like eventually we could do it that way. That said, who was it? I saw somebody on YouTube that had a channel that they built a park where it went through an aquarium, which I think basically came down to somebody manually constructed manta rays, or like polygonal manta rays, and like put them on a rotator or something. So you can kind of do it, but it's like not in a way I think that most people would feel that would be satisfied with. I don't know, but I'm not totally confident in that statement. It might be better than I think it is, but I'm just thinking that I feel like it's going to be hard to do from within the game engine. It feels like it's something you would have to add at the game level, like outside of the game, in other words. Is there any way to make this work? Oops. Okay, I'm deleting more stuff than I really want to, but I'm probably gonna undo most of this, but I'm just trying to see what would happen here. I'm kind of blown away by that whole the buildings in the water thing. That did not occur to me as being an option. Can we? Yeah. It's so hard to tell where stuff is. Okay, probably gonna do all this to be clear, but I am kind of curious. Just what it would look like. It's kind of wild. There's something to this. Jeez. Why throw me across the map? Hey Bryce, you want to see the update? Okay. Give me 1 sec. Let me make sure I can. I've been experimenting heavily here, so I want to make sure I can back this out with undo before I go too far. Happy to do it. Okay, if we did do this, where would it cut off? Like there? Maybe? Something kind of nice about this though. See, so any of this makes sense? Oh, that is actually pretty interesting. Let's put it all back just in case. I honestly think we'll probably end up going for some version of that because I think it's actually nicer than what we currently have. It's just a little too plain. But I gotta figure out the right way to do it. Give me a tour. Fish could be decoration, nothing too crazy. Saw just a couple of koi, but I don't see that's related to a zoo. Yeah, I wish there was something like that for sure. Yeah, so hey, Bryce, this is what we're working on. I don't know, when did you last see this? the last thing we were working on was this thing, which I think you saw, or this thing. You haven't seen this at all, but this, you saw this, right? The crazy popular pool. Saw the arch. Okay. So we're redoing the entry. Basically, the entry was like the first thing we ever did. And by the way, did I just see there are actual coconuts in this tree? I just noticed. That's pretty funny. So we need like an actual like good entrance. So I removed all the little huts and everything from scratch. They were started from scratch. And then we were just like in this session, we were auditioning different options for the entrances. So we tried some with like big rocks here, and it just looked a little disconnected from the simplistic nature of this. So I think we're going to go with this. In fact, let's make a little tweak here. Oh, hang on. I think, are these part of that? Maybe? Firm. It's going to be hard to get these out, possibly. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Yeah, so we've been trying a bunch of things out. So it's like the idea is that there's the central part here with the tree up the center. And then each of these entrances or exits or whatever will go off into a different part of the park. And so this will be the Jungle Land entrance / exit. This will be the pirate one. This is sort of to be determined, but it might be kind of a more general unthemed ride kind of thing, or rides kind of thing. And then this will be probably Aqualand. And then that'll be a while to get through all that stuff, plus the finishing up this area. I mean, this is gonna be weeks and weeks probably. And then at that point, they may have DLC out with new stuff. Remove the entire square. Yeah, all that stuff's gone. People weren't really using it anyway, because I think they don't get hungry like the instant that they enter the park. It was also weird because they were just sort of walking through the scenery, because I didn't know, when I built that, I didn't know like how that worked. But yeah, this is what we're doing. So it's like very much a work in progress. Placed a whole bunch of glass. This is a little tedious because these are not snappable. Oh, also made a huge discovery, which is that, like literally minutes ago, actually a number of discoveries. Let's see if we can find, oops. Well, first off, Kay pointed out that you can add more spawn points for people, which is incredible. Let's see if we can find... Actually, I didn't even think about using these. But if we have, let's see, like this... That's pretty nice, huh? Oops. Could do even this, but I don't know if we want to do this. It's interesting though. I kind of like it. Like, okay, here's the pitch. Here's like the architecture, you know, architect pitch on this. The variance in the different like sizes and shapes represents like the abstraction of waves of water, you know. And so some waves are tall, some are short, some have caps on them, some don't. It's like part of the park that's like not just like walls, but actually art. Kind of interesting, huh? Is that like too much? Oh, we could actually do, hang on. Could do half pieces too. Kind of like that. Oops. Heck. Bruh. Why is this not going up? Oh, because the snap height's wrong, I guess. Could put caps on everything. I'm sure we need to. Oh, I kind of like that though. It's better without the caps. Let's do without the caps for now. We can always add them back. It's like not overdo it. Sorry, I'm catching up here. Looks like the information center thing. It's the highly anticipated glass wall. Yeah, we had to manually place these though, because there's no snapping. So it's like very specific. You don't know about the curve thing? I love the curve thing. Well, so the building itself has the curves in it. If that's what you mean. Or are you saying like over here you don't know? It's just kind of empty. I think that's the downside. I think I kind of like the idea of like having some sculpture built in. Because I actually did, so the funny thing is I actually by accident placed a pool. This is even how I even thought about it. By accident placed a pool like here. And then I was like, wait a second, you can put buildings in pools, which is crazy. Here, actually, that's kind of a bad example. So, is that better? Like that actually looks great. I actually really like that. I mean, like from a materials perspective, not like a layout perspective, obviously. Oh, look at how nice that looks. Whew. It does sort of make me wonder though if like if we use the other pool type. Just out of curiosity. It's hard to tell at this time of day though. Hold on. Ooh, look at that. Look at how nice that looks. I mean, they both look good. That does look really good though. Wow. A bit Miami Vice not. Like the curves. I mean, this is the color of the pool is easy to change later. Put sculpture on the pool. Wait, didn't you say you didn't like the curve thing? Or are you changing your mind? I do like that color contrast. It's just very like soothing. It's like if you could have a glass of ice water as a pool. But this is like, this takes seconds to change, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, my cat really wants to. We'll see if she can. Lighter color pool is nice. Okay, sit down. So it's like an emergency cat scratch situation. And see what happens is if she comes to my lap and I put her on my lap and I don't immediately scratch her, what happens is she's doing it right now. She'll grab one arm with her claw and bring it to her mouth and she'll just start licking my hand. Like, no, no, no. You can't use that hand right now. Actually, I think that was mostly an accident, like trying to put buildings in the water, but I was like, holy crap, actually, that looks amazing. I was trying to figure out what to put in the water. If it was going to be plants or building, but I think that actually is looking great. So then the only other question then, the open sort of ended question is over here. She keeps grabbing it with her hand. It's so funny. Or her paw, I guess. The only open-ended question now is like, do we... I think trying to do a hexagon layout for the pool under the building would actually be really good. Because I think I did it almost by accident. But that's the only downside I see right now with the way the current pool is set up, is that it's just very plain around the outside. In fact, I was going to say you could even make the path going up hexagon. I don't know if that would even look good. Hands belong to Kitty now, seriously. What's her name? This one, I have two. This one's name is Mao, M-O-W. She's special because she was just hanging around the apartment I was living at the time, and she just didn't have an owner. But she would she'd walk around and I'd see her and she'd see me. But as soon as I tried to get within like 200 feet of her or something, she would run around. Mao, M-O-W. It's just the sound she makes. She's very talkative. So she wouldn't let me get near her. And then, so it took me like a month of leaving food out for her before she let me approach her and like sit next to her and everything. So it was like every night I would like leave food out for her and get a little closer every single time. And then even past that point, it took a while for her to come into the house. So yeah, it was like a long-term thing. So I think she was semi-feral. Because she even now has some sort of like feral behaviors. Versus the one that I adopted from the dog rescue, who is the other cat from the dog rescue, that she's much more domestic. Okay, I guess we got enough hand licking going on there. Yeah, because I'm just out of curiosity, I kind of wonder. This probably is not the right way, but I'm just kind of curious. Oh, interesting. It does not want me to go straight with a hexagon. That doesn't look amazing. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. That also would make this part probably pretty difficult. Unless, I mean, I think this is a bad idea, but like, you could try this just out of curiosity. Oops, hang on. That's kind of an unfortunate placement. This is like sailing a ship. You can't go in a straight line. Okay, that looks kind of insane. Although, not horrible. Wait, hold on. Is this good? I'm thinking Bryce is not going to like this, but... Sorry, I know I'm zooming around a lot. It's interesting. I mean, I'll tell you what I do like. I don't think this is exactly right, but the thing I like about it is that it looks kind of like the shoreline, right? Where it's uneven in that way. Most definitely not. Oh, hey, Dibs. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Not into the sharpest edge. Well, I mean, okay, so in fairness, here. Actually, wait, we can even do it more. I don't know why this edge it doesn't want to beautify or whatever, but that's actually kind of nice. And actually, you know what? This is, oh, you know what? That's actually kind of good. I mean, not like probably redo it again to get it like more. I don't know. I actually kind of like that. This little gate thing is actually kind of nice too. It sounds crazy, but I actually think that's pretty great. If curving is nice, it really gets you thinking, you know, totally. Because this is good, but it's good, you know, but it's not like you see that and you're like, okay, I get it. It's like, it's good. You see this, you're like, I did not expect to see that. There's something just very like organic about that. Yeah. Okay, wait, hang on. Let's smooth this out. So Bryce is satisfied. Okay. Yeah, because now it looks kind of like you could sell it as being like part of a representative of the ocean, you know? Oh god, that's actually kind of amazing. It makes this actually look boring now. Hilariously. Because if you're coming up here, let's actually hang on. Let's get the lighting all straight or whatever. Oh god, that looks so good. Oh, it's because of the tree. Maybe it's because of the tree. It didn't want to smooth it. Oh, hey. Look at that. That's pretty incredible. Oh no, they're different colors. Yeah, for sure. That was just, that's easy to change. You can just like so you can change that like on a dime. I don't know which one's better, but like yeah, you can change them. I mean, the nice thing about this, I guess, in a way, the lighter blue, is that it almost looks like a. I'm trying to think of a different word than reflection, but like a reflection of the sky with the clouds, because it's like almost like sky blue, you know. Although there's also a literal reflection, which is confusing potentially. We can leave it in place there. That's crazy. I did not expect that to work out so well. I was just sort of like, oh, there's no way this is going to work, but I'll just try it. Actually, it looks amazing. So then the question, I guess, is what happens to all this? Because I think... Hang on, let's try this real fast. Like, it should all stick together. It's funny, there are places where this happens if like salt water meets fresh water. It'll kind of stay separate like that. Look at how great this looks. My god. That's incredible. We have a new deity, it looks like. Oops. Hang on. This is Tamara Carter. She's uncomfortable, which is totally understandable. Her thoughts are, there's litter on the path, which is hilarious. Don't they hire any janitors? I like the Wheel of Fire. I like how much scenery there is around vegan Pirate Cove. She spent $64 here. She's got a pool pass and nothing else. She's part of the group Tamara Carter. She's been here an hour, but she's leaving in an hour. Okay. Oh, look at how great this looks over here. We could even tweak the sculpture a little bit. Not like, you know, like here. Like you can move this. My cat has found an acceptable place to sit. I think she'd still prefer I was not doing this and just paying attention to her, but I think she's going to put up with it for the moment. Oops. Whoop. There we go.
Ja, still new. Purple balloon, ever the tan
Où est tout ce qui sont meeting?
Actually, here, let's see what this looks like up here. That's like an easy thing to mess around with later. Oops. Oh, God, that's so nice. I guess we'll probably pull the hedge thing down too then. So you can just sort of walk up with surrounded by water. And the thing, by the way, we're not even seeing the water fall on the side. So there's like a whole piece of this missing. Which is probably going to make it look even better. Oops. I don't know if it should be behind. Oops. Wait a minute. Hold on, hold on. It's like hard to position it. Okay. Is that right? Hold on. It's pretty intense. I'm actually surprised how intense it is. Maybe it's better if it's behind. I think I actually like that better. Camera? Oh, yeah. If the pool is curved, the road hedge is not needed. I think that's true. I'm curious just if there is a... I don't think there are even curved... I mean, there's this stuff, but I don't think that counts. Yeah, I don't think there even would be a good way to do it. Could even make the path curved. Let's see, just out of curiosity here. Effects, water. Let's we did this. Although it's... Yeah, it might get a little weird because it's potentially the water's going to be falling on nothing, but maybe we can live with that. Or figure out a solution anyway. Hello? We could just have it fall in those places. Whoops. Maybe. Wait, what is happening? Oh, I was like, wait a second. What's going on here? Right, because we moved the wall over here, of course. It's, I forgot that these were back here. These are the sprinklers. We could move it, could move the whole thing closer, I guess, possibly. Like that. Maybe. And I guess, I don't know, maybe the waterfall isn't essential. I don't know, that's something we can mess around with though. That's the only thing I think that's better about the right side. Yeah, I think these respawned, they did. Okay. It is sort of nice seeing the water right there. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess... The only way around that would be if we did like... And I don't think this is the right way to do this, but it is technically an option to like do this. So it's like, hang on, let's fix this because it looks crazy. Oops, hold on. Okay, so we could do that, and then have the, hold on, it's like so many steps. Okay, that and that, and that, and that, and that. Something like that. Which is actually pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean it's not necessarily bad. I think now I like clearly like this side better than this side. The only thing I like better about this side was the waterfall. The curve hedge looks very much like wedding vibe. Oh yeah, it's true. If you put in front of the building, it will look like a chapel when people get married. Captain Mew is mewing. You still don't like the center curve thing. I think it's just gonna. I think I actually really like it. It's kind of too plain without it, I think. I see what you mean. I understand what you're saying. It's not yeah, I see what you're saying. I think I probably don't feel as strongly as you do about it. Because I think it adds some sort of tactileness to the whole thing. Like there's like something beyond just water, you know? But that said, this is nice too. Go with vibe first. Does that mean keep it? Like if it was impossible to do this, I would still like this. But I think there is something to be said for that also. Like even, especially from above. kind of more interesting from above. So that's just now just water. But here's the thing. I need to undo this because it's like, it's not the right way to do that anyway. Like potentially, I don't know. Well, we can mess around with this tomorrow. There's something here. Oh, we could even make the, it's just a bunch of options that are good. It's just trying to find the right one. Anyway, so go with vibe first. I think that means try this first, right? Is that what that means? Move cat. Ooh. Ooh. Let's take a quick. Oh yeah, actually. Oh, we can also figure which color looks better. Here, let's see. Let's check this out real fast. Ooh, look at all the shadows. How nice does that look on the water? Oh, that looks so good. That's so nice. Let's get an in progress screenshot here. Under construction. Might change your mind. I mean, this is like the easiest part to remove. You can keep it, and I still don't like it, but again, it's your party. Look at the water lilies. I wasn't sure what to do with these, and now I kind of get it. It is nice seeing it from, let's see, let's like compare. Okay, so here's the thing. When you're looking at it from this side, I think it actually is more interesting to look at from this side. Because otherwise it's just like a wall, you know? Although I guess you technically would have this. Okay. We'll go with what you're saying, which is like, let's try it with it on first. It's like, you know, like money back guarantee. You know, you can try it and it's like, it'll literally take 1 second to remove it. If we don't like it in the long run. That's nice. Man, stuff looks nice at every time of the day here. Look at that. It's so nice. I also worry I'm saying the word nice too much. I wonder if there's some way the water coming off of this would be good if it wasn't so intense. I think it's just a little too intense. So maybe we could even, I mean, we could also do a fountain. That's another option. Doesn't necessarily have to be a waterfall. But I can think of some other ideas here. Put a lamp at the bottom. It's already really bright. It's like crazy bright. I mean, I don't know if we can make it any brighter than that. Oh, you mean like onto the wall? Yeah, yeah. That won't be the color clearly, but. I don't know what color we want. No, not that color. Oops. Put painting there. I know red. Put lights. Oh yeah, we'll put lights. Yeah, it's just the building itself. I mean, like, sorry, the pool itself has built-in lights, so you like don't have to do much with that. Let's put this here. Unfortunately, the waterfall doesn't interact very well with the lights. Kind of a bummer. It kind of, I think I know why from a rendering perspective that's happening. But yeah, it's too bad. See, isn't that nice? See, having something to shine on instead of just a blank wall.
Yeah, if it's a question, remember?
Die hebben door maar abo.
Purpose say, Darwin.
Melabon? Het me balla kultuur. Dus we komen tot en na dan moet
It's late afternoon. That's really nice. Oh, it's actually nighttime now. Okay. It has potential. We'll figure it out. Let's see here real fast. Jeez.
Ja, letzte Vampika. Isso é Ramalana, eu sei se lá vai going.
Nu dan brief half.
Hey all. Thanks for being here. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for all the ideas and the support and the tips and all the kinds of stuff I didn't know. Super helpful. I will be back tomorrow. The plan is to do another kind of long session with Planet Coaster. So for anybody that's around the first part of the day, I do 2 streams a day. And first session will be probably, I'm guessing, a mix of Marvel Rivals and Splatoon. So that'll be around like starting somewhere around 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then I'll do another Planet Coaster session starting at the same time that I did today. So around 10 p.m. Yeah, hope to see you then. There's a Discord if you would like to, and I put the best screenshots there. You want to see the Marvel? Okay. I put the best screenshots on the Discord. Other people have been sharing their stuff, which is really great. And any kind of like interesting videos and stuff I've been putting there. So you're welcome to join. Anybody can join. And I think it's also, I think I forgot to mention it, but there's also a trivia game if anybody gets bored and they want to play a game in chat. But yeah, we can talk about that next time. I think it's everything. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. It's way more fun to do with like people hanging out and offering ideas and stuff. And hope to see you tomorrow. Hop on if you see him do Marvel. Okay, sounds good. Hey, K Raid is playing, and they're a really great streamer, so I thought we could go hang out with them for the rest of the night, if that's okay. And it's gambling, then trivia. And then, yeah, hope to see you tomorrow. Everyone, have a good night. Take care.
Ja, aber der dem bleiben wir fertig.
Well, I'm from this qualifier.